She overcame poverty, violence, racism and sexism to become the undisputed queen of rock and roll. Legendary singer Tina Turner has died, aged 83.
Do you like good music? Sweet soul music.
Passionate, powerful, pioneering.
Rolling on the river.
Tina Turner sang for 60 years and sold more than 100 million records.
We don't need another hero.
Born Anna Mae Bullock, as a child she picked cotton in Nutbush, Tennessee.
I'm a girl from a cotton field that proved myself above the destruction and the mistakes.
Finding fame when she teamed up with and married the formidable Ike, who renamed her Tina Turner. Behind the scenes, Tina was physically and emotionally abused by Ike for 16 years before she finally escaped.
I had nothing. I had absolutely nothing. 36 cents, that was all.
Left fighting poverty and an industry that didn't want her,
In America, radio programmers don't program you as a black person, rock and roll. You R&B because of your color.
in her mid-40s, Tina Turner rose to become one of the defining pop icons of the 1980s. Tina went on to win 8 Grammy Awards in the greatest comeback in pop history. She even taught Mick Jagger how to dance.
I always did the twist. I always danced on stage. And I had the strange voice that most girl singers didn't have.
It's just like wild woman type of like feral sexuality that doesn't feel like even sort of like a human being's body should be able to do that on stage.
Her fearless attitude and groundbreaking style paving the way for future powerhouse performers.
The influence she's had on some of the biggest artists on the planet today, like Beyonce and Rihanna, the idea of dancing and singing together on stage was Tina Turner's.
From Elton John to Mariah Carey, the White House to NASA. Today, tributes have flowed for the Queen of Rock.
Thank you to Tina for being sweet, not just to us, but to the whole world.
A story of remarkable resilience and reinvention, Tina Turner was the ultimate trailblazer who dared to defy the constraints of age, gender and race. Her songs, anthems that define generations. A rock legend who was
Wow, she was just a force of nature, wasn't she? And not just musically. For me, it was her strength and resilience and the fearlessness that she found later in life. She left her husband, her very abusive husband, Ike Turner, in 1978. But still, it took her 3 years to speak publicly about it because back then it was very shameful, domestic violence. People thought it was something that only kind of flourished in poorer communities. So by her actually going on record and saying, this has happened to me, it actually gave other women courage to come forward and share their stories. In fact, she was so worried that these revelations might ruin her career. She went to see her psychic about it and said, will this destroy my career? And absolutely not, and it didn't.
And that was the thing, is that you look at someone like Beyonce, who is in her early 40s. At that age, Tina Turner wasn't getting started yet. Like, this was when it was midlife for her, where she really came into her own. And that's an age where, for a lot of women, in the public eye, in pop music, they're told, we don't want you to be visible anymore. So for her to come along, take the stage, she then fell in love later in life with a man who would give her a kidney because he loved her so much, which prolonged her life, and ended up having this great love story and just refused to be a victim. And I think that's why, you know, women in particular feel so empowered and emboldened by someone like Tina Turner.
Yeah, and she got a happy ending.
Yeah.